Hello and welcome to Making Moves. I'm Bill Milnes. Thanks for joining us today. We begin at the bank where JTA has been cashing checks from the federal government a lot lately. Over a recent 4-week stretch, the U.S. Department of Transportation and the Federal Transit Administration have sent more than $154 million in federal grant money our way. Let's head to the Phoenix Art District in Springfield, where JTA leadership joined Jacksonville Mayor Donna Deegan and officials from Groundwork Jacksonville for a major announcement about some of those millions and the future of the Emerald Trail.
This historic grant affirms that the officials at the highest level of government believe in this project.
The historic grant, $147 million. It's the biggest one-time federal grant that the city of Jacksonville has ever received. And the project, the Emerald Trail, an ambitious strategy designed to bring more connectivity and growth to over a dozen urban communities in the city.
They believe in the city of Jacksonville, its leadership, its future, and our ability to deliver major projects.
JTA CEO Nat Ford is speaking of the U.S. Department of Transportation. The city of Jacksonville, JTA, and Groundwork Jacksonville jointly applied for a Neighborhood Access and Equity Program grant from the federal agency, with the intent of completing 5 segments of what will be a 30-mile trail.
We are not only building a trail, we are building community.
To give you some background, the goal of the project is to construct 30 miles of trails that connect 14 urban neighborhoods to downtown Jacksonville, Hogan's Creek, McCoy's Creek, and the St. Johns River. But developers say the trails are just the beginning. For one, there's neighborhood revitalization.
We are very excited that this grant will also fund neighborhood plans and capacity building for 7 neighborhoods along the trail.
The dedication to advancing the Emerald Trail underscores a shared commitment to the well-being as well as the revitalization of the numerous networks of neighborhoods along this trail.
Then there's the economic development.
Small business owners will open coffee shops, restaurants, bike stores, and more. Affordable housing will be built nearby. Those investments will build up surrounding neighborhoods in ways that help them grow while preserving their character and their history.
Construction alone on these remaining 5 segments, over 1,500 direct and indirect jobs that will be created. So there's an economic benefit from this project beyond the initial investment.
And perhaps one of the most obvious benefits is having a pedestrian-friendly trail that anyone can walk, bike, rollerblade, or exercise on. What's more is that city leaders say this creates a safe space for those who want to travel by foot.
We must close the chapter on being a top 10 city for pedestrian fatalities year after year, and this will go a long way toward that.
Leaders make it clear the Emerald Trail isn't possible without collaboration.
That record-setting amount for the Emerald Trail, record-setting amount, is a testament to the power of collaboration, to the power of being Team Jacksonville.
And with that spirit of teamwork, leaders say the future for the Emerald Trail is bright.
Think about the connections to schools, hospitals, universities, and jobs that this project will build. The Emerald Trail's impact on Jacksonville will resonate for generations to come.
So today, we stand on the brink of a brighter future in Jacksonville. And as we move forward, let us continue to embrace collaboration, innovation, and community spirit.
As of now, about 40% of the trail is either completed, under design, or under construction. The estimated completion for the entire trail is 2029. Vicky Gutierrez, JTA, Making Moves.
While the Emerald Trail project received the largest of the grant dollars, 3 other projects totaling $7.5 million also received federal funding. $3 million will fund the University Boulevard Complete Streets project between Arlington Road and the Arlington Expressway. The upgrades include the addition of bike lanes, mid-block crossings, and an improved median designed to facilitate safer left turn movements. This project enhances safety and provides greater mobility to motorists, pedestrians, and bicyclists in the Arlington area. Another $3 million will go towards upgrades of 6 JTA park and ride facilities. These upgrades will improve lighting, update amenities, and repave and restripe all of the lots. The latest grant, $1.5 million for JTA's transit-oriented development study, will explore sustainable urban development in northwest Jacksonville along the First Coast Flyer Green Line corridor. The focus will be on enhancing economic development opportunities and increasing transit ridership by marrying public transit with commercial and residential developments. And here's a number for you to think about. Over the past decade, the JTA has been awarded $355 million in state and federal grants. Those dollars are being invested to improve mobility and vital infrastructure projects all across Jacksonville. Every year, the Jacksonville Bus Rodeo is one of the most anticipated events on the JTA calendar. It's where teams of mechanics and bus operators compete to see who's the best at what they do. The winners earn the right to go head-to-head with the best from Florida's other transit agencies and be declared state champions. In the maintenance competition, 4 teams of 3 mechanics did battle in 6 different areas, where the technicians had to troubleshoot, diagnose, and correct defects, and do it in the quickest amount of time.
Try to fire it up, John. See if that's a... Okay. Hey, somebody write down the transmission difference. All right, clear.
Malfunctions they had to identify covered air brakes, air conditioning, the engine, electrical, as well as a bus inspection and a written test. Meanwhile, a timed course with 10 obstacles awaited a field of 10 bus operators in their 40-foot buses. A serpentine, left and right reverse, curb stops, and a trip through 2 rows of barrels before making a quick judgment stop were just a few of the challenges for these drivers, all while trying not to harm any orange traffic cones. The field was mixed with some new competitors stepping up to take on some legends, like Dennis Collins, a former 9-time rodeo winner, and Ramon Farfan, a 12-time local and 5-time state rodeo champion.
Yeah, give him a round of applause. Mr. Ramon Farfan.
And for the first time ever, spectators could see the action from the driver's perspective, as JTA's multimedia team took you inside the bus as the drivers ran the course. The annual rodeo is more than just a test of skill for the competitors. It's also a festive event for the entire JTA family, where they can sit in the stands and cheer on their favorites. It's also a time for retired employees to come out, see some old friends, and relive their own rodeo glory days. But in the end, this is what it's all about. Who will be crowned the champion driver and maintenance team? First, the winner of each individual maintenance test is announced.
Engine module, and it'll be the expendables. Wait, don't move. Thermo King AC module, the expendables. Wait. Why don't you all just pull some chairs up here, okay? For I&O controls, the expendables, wait, stay there. Bus inspection, the expendables, the air brake board, the expendables, written test, the expendables.
There seems to be a theme building here as perennial contender the Expendables hear their name called again and again. But is it enough to win it all? Now let's find out who's going home with all the gold.
Third place maintenance team is the 3 craftsmen. Come on up, John, Junar, and Keith. Second place for the maintenance team is 3 the hard way. Come on up, John, Melvin. First place maintenance team. I guess at this point we can say it together. The Expendables.
And no surprise here. The winner is the Expendables team of George McGarry, Rudy Wells, and Gilberto Dorto. Now for the driving competition. In the paratransit category,
first place for paratransit and Rookie of the Year, Vanessa Walker.
Tension was palpable as everyone waited to see if the legend himself, Ramon Farfan, could do it again and win his 13th local rodeo title and have a chance to defend his state title on his home course. Could Dennis Collins reclaim his old glory and win again for the 10th time? Or would a new challenger shock the world and take home their first title? Here we go.
Third place for fixed route, Steve Pomerejo. Second place for fixed route operator, Dennis Collins. The first place winner for fixed route is Ramon Farfan with 639 points, and also last year's state rodeo champ, and will win the rodeo this year right here.
And for the 13th time, Ramon Farfan is the winner of the driving competition and now goes for his 6th state rodeo championship. Farfan will also team with the Expendables as they try to become the overall grand champions when they take on the best drivers and mechanics from all across Florida when JTA hosts the Florida Triple Crown Rodeo April 19th and 20th. Congratulations to all the competitors and good luck to Ramon and the Expendables. We know you'll do JTA and Jacksonville proud at the state championships. And we'll have a full recap on our next show. Here on Making Moves, we not only bring you news of the latest technology, new services, and what's coming in the future, we also try to give you a historical perspective on how we got here. You may remember our story on the original 8, the first black bus drivers in Jacksonville. And 1 year ago, we featured a story with the first ever all-female maintenance team competing in the Jacksonville Bus Rodeo event. Both of these groups were groundbreakers, and so too are the two ladies you're about to meet now. Recently, as part of Women's History Month, I sat down with Anita Jackson and Ina Jordan to hear their story on how more than 40 years ago they became the first ever female maintenance technicians at JTA. As you'll hear, it wasn't easy. They were repeatedly told this is no job for a woman and got little to no help in making it happen. But instead of giving up, they persevered.
Miss Jordan and I shattered the stereotypes that we were not going to be discouraged, but to apply ourselves to be what we enrolled in that apprentice program to be, and that was to become mechanics.
In the beginning, the instructor tried to discourage me from staying in the program. And they would say things like, oh, you sure you want to do this? Because, you know, it's going to be hard. And then they would get other people to kind of come along and try to discourage us also. I said to myself, I never give up on doing something that I want to do. And I never allow anyone to discourage me, especially when I know that I can do what I can do.
It was hard. It wasn't easy. I had to mop buses that would come in all kind of conditions. That was my job, put that bus back out in service after I had cleaned that bus.
The first leg of the Skyway, it had a truck that had to drive backwards to go pick up that train when it got stuck. I drove that truck down there. And it was the first time that I ever drove a truck backwards high up
on tracks.
On a track. And not only did I do it, I did it at nighttime. And they say, okay, bring it back. And I opened that thing up and I drove it. It was going beep, 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 beep. When I got back, they said, weren't you afraid? I said, no. You said, bring it back. I brought it back.
I had many stereotypes that said, why do you want to become a mechanic? That's a man's job. Time has changed from when Ms. Jordan and I first came here. I think the men now applaud women who want to pursue and excel in different job capacities. They encourage them.
We had tests, we had books that we studied out of. Out of those books, we had to take complete, full tests from the instructor that was over us. Those things that we learned from the books, we also applied on the floor, hands-on. All the mechanics in each shop trained me, from running repair, AC, unit rebuild, rebuilding the parts, taking them apart, transmission shop, the same thing. It was a full course of everything within the maintenance building. it gave me a push because I figured, hey, I'm raising a family, and if I'm doing that, I can do this too.
I embraced myself to have determination that no matter what they said to try to disencourage me, I was more determined to show not only the male, but other women that if you apply yourself and you have the opportunity to be the best that you can be in any job, pursue that.
Anita and Ina tell me they are very proud of their journey and accomplishments, and they are thrilled to hear how the men of today's JTA helped last year's all-female team prepare for the challenges of the rodeo. We are proud to salute Anita Jackson and Ina Jordan, true JTA groundbreakers. Still to come on Making Moves, we go along as JTA's newest board members tour the San Pablo Road construction site.
I submit that most citizens see the work, but they don't really realize how engaged the JTA is in doing the work and coordinating all the efforts that go into getting a project of this magnitude done.
We'll show you how JTA is making it easier for blind and low vision citizens to get around Jacksonville with the help of their smartphones.
I'd like to go into Walgreens and find some Tylenol for arthritis. Can you help me do that?
I sure can.
And if downtown looks a little brighter these days, well, you might be right. We'll take you to Hogan Street for a look and show you the reason why. We're back with those stories right after this. Welcome back to Making Moves. For the past several years, in an effort to encourage usage of its My JTA mobile app, JTA has offered a 10% discount on all passes bought through the app. The reason was simple. When customers used the app, it not only saved them money, it also saved JTA money that could be put back into improving the transit system. The promotional offer worked as 20% more customers made their purchases using My JTA. But one group was missing out on the discount. Customers who paid with cash did not receive the same discount as those using the mobile app. So JTA found a solution for those customers by becoming the first transit agency in the country to allow passengers to buy their passes using Cash App, the popular financial transaction application. This meant people who didn't have a credit card could now pay by selecting Cash App as their payment source in My JTA. Now JTA is raising the bar again, making sure ticket buyers always get the lowest possible fare when using the mobile app. It's called fare capping, and here's how it works. The most common fixed route bus passes purchased by JTA customers are single rides or one-day passes. If you buy 3 of the one-day passes in the app, it will cost you $5.25. However, a one-day unlimited ride pass is only $4.50. So the My JTA mobile app will automatically cap your payment for you at the lower price of $4.50. That saves you 75 cents, giving you, the rider, the best fare. Here's another example. If you activate 3 one-day passes within a 3-day period, the total would be $13.50. But a 3-day pass is only $12. So the My JTA mobile app will cap that purchase at the $12 limit, saving you $1.50 and giving you the best fare. Here's another way at looking at the program. Fare capping automatically rewards passengers with free rides after they meet the fare equivalent of a daily, weekly, or monthly pass. If you purchase 3 single ride tickets, your third ticket is now only $1, and you'll ride the rest of the day for free. If you purchase 3 one-day passes, your third ticket is now only $3, and you'll ride the rest of the day for free. Purchase 2 3-day passes, and your second ticket is now only $8, and you'll ride the rest of the week for free. Purchase 4 weekly passes, and your fourth ticket is now only $5, and ride the rest of the month for free. Here are some of the key benefits of the Best Fare program. We estimate that more than 500 current My JTA app users would immediately save over $65 in fares over a 31-day period. The program simplifies access to discounts and saves customers money who frequently use the My JTA mobile app. Here's something to think about. If you or someone you know is blind or has low vision but still craves their independence, JTA is helping make that happen. The authority is partnering with Era, a company that developed an app that provides live, on-demand visual interpreting that connects you to actual humans who describe your visual surroundings using your smartphone or computer. Joining us now from Salt Lake City is Everett Bacon, the Vice President of Blind Initiatives at Era Tech Corporation. Everett, thanks for joining us. Tell us more about the Era app and how it works.
Blind and low vision individuals who need visual information of their surroundings. Maybe they need a description or narration, or maybe they need something read to them, or maybe they need some navigation to help them get from point A to point B. Trained visual interpreter can see through the camera on the app, can see through the camera of the blind individual and give them information. They also have access to a dashboard, so that way, if let's say a map needs to be looked up, or maybe surroundings around the blind and low vision individual needs to be looked up, or information that they might need.
Now, I want to give our viewers a chance to see how the Era agent communicates with the client, or explorers as you call them. Let's take a look at this clip.
There's a man entering the store about 10 feet in front of you on the right.
Is there a bunch of people in line in front of me? Or?
There's a gentleman 6 feet in front of you talking to a bank teller. It looks like he's finishing up, and then it'll be your turn.
I'd like to go into Walgreens and find some Tylenol for arthritis. Can you help me do that?
I sure can. At the end of this aisle is the pharmacy. The line starts 6 feet in front of you.
Do you mind directing me to the food area?
Okay, sure. Your path is clear. You're just passing a bunch of cashiers on your left-hand side.
That's really fascinating. I can understand how this could change a person's life by giving them real independence. Now, there are 3 different ways to engage with the app. One is a paid subscription where you have 24/7 access to live assistance. Another option is the use of Era's daily free 5 minutes. And then there's what you call access zones, which are similar to sponsorships. And thanks to JTA, that is now available for free here in Jacksonville, right?
The Jacksonville Transit Authority has put together an awesome access partnership for blind and low vision citizens in Jacksonville, where if you need to get to a transit station, a bus route, or a light rail station, or basically wherever transit is, you can use IRA for free. This includes planning the route. So if you want to get, if you're not sure exactly where the bus stop is, and you want to, plan the route ahead of time from your home, you can plan the route, and then you can have IRA help you walk, giving you navigation information, walking to the bus stop, and then catching the bus. The bus takes you to your destination, and then from your destination, you have IRA access. And Jacksonville Transit Authority is covering this. They want to help blind and low vision individuals get access to very much needed public transportation. And so it's an awesome partnership. It's one of the first of its kind, where basically blind individuals can utilize the service from start to finish.
Everett Bacon, thanks so much. It was a pleasure talking with you today and learning more about the Era app. Now, if you would like more information about Era, go to their website at era.io. That's AIRA.io. The final JTA Mobility Works construction project, the expansion of San Pablo Road, is in the home stretch. And JTA's 2 newest members of its board of directors, Patricia Sams and Megan Hayward, recently visited the site to get an up-close look at the progress. The 2 directors, along with members of JTA's capital projects and marketing teams, toured the construction area and learned more about what it takes to redesign and rebuild Jacksonville's roadways.
The existing condition was a 2-lane roadway, and what we've done is had roadside ditches. We've taken the drainage and closed that with a curb and gutter system. We've also added street lights. We're adding sidewalks on both sides of the road, bike lanes, and turn lanes, center turn lanes, to help manage traffic so that there's not a backup when somebody needs to make a left turn lane into a subdivision or into one of the adjacent properties.
I think it was important for the board to come out here
to see all the different pieces that are being put together by the JTA in one location for different neighborhoods. I think it's really important for us to see where all the community engagement is coming from and where all the different pieces that JTA can do in one area, whether it be roads, whether it be drainage, whether it be traffic lights. You know, it's not just a transit authority, it's also road building.
I think one of the items that people don't realize when you see the riding surface or the walking surface is you don't understand the base, the infrastructure, or the foundation, the amount of work that goes into what's underneath what you're actually driving on to make it a stable product that's going to last for years to come. And then a chance for people to see some of the improvements that we're going to add to the project that will increase safety and mobility for everybody in the communities.
I submit that most citizens see the work, but they don't really realize how engaged the JTA is in doing the work and coordinating all the efforts that go into getting a project of this magnitude done.
A new VA clinic opened April 9th near the River City Marketplace in North Jacksonville. The clinic is located at 145 Heron Bay Road. To give veterans better access to the new clinic, JTA has extended the Highlands Ready Ride service to the clinic's location. When you make your Ready Ride reservations, just tell the agent you need to take the Highlands Ready Ride to the new VA clinic. If Art Walk looked a little brighter this month, well, that's because it was. Take a look. JTA has installed over 160 new LED lights on the Skyway pillars along Bay and Hogan Streets in downtown between the Central and Rosa Parks Skyway stations. As you can see from this video from the recent Art Walk, the new lighting not only shows off the colorful artwork on the pillars under the Skyway track, but also adds to the nighttime safety along Hogan Street's corridor, a future part of the Emerald Trail. Jacksonville's Cook Electrical installed the new lighting fixtures for the project. And that wraps up this episode of Making Moves. We thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you again next time. Now, if you want to watch any of our shows again, we welcome you to check out our YouTube channel. A direct link to our YouTube page is available at jtafla.com. Just click on the YouTube icon at the bottom of the page. For the entire Making Moves team, I'm Bill Milnes. Thanks for watching. Take care, everybody.